thank you for watching our video. My name is Dave. I am your champion of culture. My website is LoSavio.com, and together we are making 2018 our best year yet.
Alyssa, holistic transformation coach, ampjourney.com, and I am a master of mindfulness.
Yeah. And today we are talking about energy sovereignty. First, we're going to discuss what it is. Next, why it's important and give some examples. And lastly, tools to practice, know, and set boundaries. Very, very important. All right, so let's start off with the definition of energy sovereignty.
So what that is it is the right of conscious individuals to make their own decision on energy generation, distribution, and consumption in a way that is appropriate within their ecology, their social, economical, and cultural circumstances, provided that it does not affect others negatively.
Yes, and that's the key, not affecting other people's negatively. And I also like to think of it as who we give energy to and whose energy we receive to ourselves. So, it's important. Why is it so important to be aware of energy sovereignty? Because energy is a limited resource. It's like water, it's like oil. Well, I don't know if air is a limited resource or not, but it might be one day. So energy is a limited resource. You only have so much that you could give throughout the day, and you can only have so much that you can receive from people before you feel like fucking exploding, and you know how that is.
Yeah, and I love how it's a really in-depth concept, but at the end of the day, it just is what we're here to do is bring like a lot of awareness around who we're giving energy to and who we're receiving it from. So how do you let others treat you, whether it's your family, your crew, your coworkers, your significant other, right? But more importantly, the concept and understanding around how we let others treat us directly impacts how we treat ourselves, okay? So what are we doing and how it puts out that frequency and how it draws it in or pushes it out.
So, to repeat that again, important point here is how we treat ourselves is directly related to how we allow others to treat us. And let's get back to the people in our lives, our family, our friends, our coworkers, our crew, our significant others. So, in the exchange of energy, we can differentiate between a pattern and an isolated incident. So, let's go with an isolated incident right here first.
A death.
A death in the family, right? One of your best friends, their mom died. Their grandma died. Somebody that they were close to. And they're mourning. You're going to be there for them. You're going to receive their energy.
Yes.
You're going to create the space to just let it out. Let them really feel into the pain so you know that they can heal.
Yeah.
At the same time, after a week or 2 or 3, you're going to be there for them, and eventually they're going to feel better. That's an isolated incident. Now,
your typical corporate America, been miserable in a job for 20 plus years now.
Now we're getting into a pattern. So we've all had somebody, and we've been there before, where something in our job is bothering us. And we start to dump it on other people. And it's the same thing that we're saying to them 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. We've all done it to people, and I'm sure we can think of someone that's doing it to us maybe right now. That's a pattern. And eventually, we want to break that pattern and allow the person to borrow from their future self and up-level to really be able to serve themselves and the job that they're in. And maybe that either means leave that job or confront their boss. So what I like to do in these situations is I like to meet the person at the level that they're at.
Yep.
So, my boss really sucks and she's really watching over me. Hey man, I know how that feels. Like sometimes my boss gets on me too. And at the same time, I like to realize that I'm really grateful to have a job and I love what I'm doing. My boss, like me, I'm not perfect. And how can we show up for our boss next time and just explain our feelings and come to a conclusion that we could better serve? So what I did was I met the person at their level, reflected back to what they were saying, and then reframed and up-leveled into making a positive growth, energy-rich situation.
And I think that I love that you were saying, and it's when we don't do this, it's a matter of, I think, for me especially, I get a lot of like negative energy dumped on me because it's just part of my role in all three careers in which I do. But it's a matter of always coming from a place of love, whether it's a personal me as a trainer, me as a coach, me as an instructor, that I'm not serving you. I'm not serving him, her, anyone in my community if I'm allowing you to come to me with that pattern.
Yes.
I'm not serving you.
So remember, energy, it's a limited resource. We only have so much of it. We only have so much that we could give. And most importantly, we only have so much of it that we can receive before we explode and maybe resort to something like numbing techniques that we know are not good and that we know don't really serve us. So, I'm good if you're good. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes.
And again, my name is Dave. My website is davelosavio.com. Your champion of culture.
Alyssa, Master of Mindfulness, Holistic Transformation Coach, ampjourney.com.
Thank you. Share and give us your feedback. We love you.